Hello, good afternoon. Tell me if you can hear me. Who can tell me? Zoya Akram. I can see Zoya Akram. Kirti Prajapati is saying yes. Okay, good. So you had an embryology class just now. So do you think we need to give a break for some time and then start or start immediately? Yashwardhan, what is your opinion? Gauri Asnani says no, sir. No, sir, for 5 minutes break or no break? Zoya Akram cannot unmute. Okay, Anjali Sinha wants it immediately. No need for break. Okay. All right. Now it's going to be a short lecture, which is going to be followed by a demonstration of heart. So you can understand how important this lecture is. Everybody keeps talking about heart being the very important organ of the body. And this is the heart of the system. This is the heart of this system. So we are going to talk about the heart of the body today. So you have already seen it. So let me bring the things for you. Meanwhile, you can start registering yourself by your roll numbers. Okay, can somebody confirm if you can see my screen? All right, so with that, I also know that roll number 176 is also present. Screen is also visible. All right. Okay, so we're going to talk about today what is called as the pericardium in the heart. So just now, just as we had talked about the layer called pleura for the lung. So if you remember, we had talked about a thin layer called pleura, which was a balloon kind of a structure into which the lungs are invaginating. So similar kind of a thing is happening in case of the heart as well. That is, we have a membrane which is in form of a cavity into which the heart tube is entering, and it's going to surround the whole of the heart and form a thing which is called as the pericardium. Now, in relation to the pericardium, we have two kinds of pericardium. One is called serous pericardium, and another one is called as the fibrous pericardium. So, let me try if I can make you understand how this pericardium looks like. See, pericardium, now you have done a bit of embryology of heart, so you know a lot about heart, which will help you understanding. So can somebody tell me about, quickly about in two sentences, there are 2, 3, 4 sentences, the development of heart. Priyanshu Yadav, 168. प्रियांशु यादव तो अभी आया, पता नहीं इसने लेक्चर अटेंड किया कि नहीं. So let us talk to Vidhi Gupta. Vidhi Gupta, can we hear you? If not Vidhi Gupta, then I'll have some other name. Vidhi Gupta.
Hello. Hello.
Vidhi.
Hello.
Vidhi Gupta, I can hear you. I can't hear you.
Hello, sir. Am I audible
Yes,
now?
yes. Very much audible. Tell me quickly about the development of heart.
So, sir, a heart initially development starts by in the form of a tube bulbus arteriosus and ventricle atria and सबसे लास्ट में कॉर्डलीज साइनस
Okay.
वेनोसस और फिर फोल्डिंग होगी और
Good. All right, एक मिनट. एक बात बताओ कि क्या आप क्या मैं दिखाई दे रहा हूँ आपको?
Yes, sir.
Can you see? Can you see what color pencil is in my hand?
Sir, blue and yellow.
Blue and?
Yellow.
Blue and yellow. Yellow is the pencil, blue is the pen, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'll focus because इसका थोड़ा सा distance थोड़ा सा इतना ही है. Now, what we need to understand is that let me make it. So that we have two. Suppose this is the heart tube. This is a heart tube. Suppose this is a heart tube, and the heart tube has got two ends. Which are the two ends of heart tube? One. Suppose this is suppose this is the arterial end, and this is the venous end. The venous end होगा तो ये होगा common atrial chamber, the common ventricular chamber. Common atrial chamber हो जाएगा, right?
Yes, sir.
If you know what are the parts of heart tube?
Sir, सबसे cranially bulbous arteriosus, फिर ventricles, फिर atria और last में sinus venosus.
हाँ, तो आपने arterial end से शुरू किया, तो पहले हो गया bulbus cordis.
Yes, sir.
Then common ventricular chamber.
Yes, sir.
Then common atrial chamber. Then sinus venosus. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Bulbous cordis. Yes, sir.
हाँ?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Bulbus cordis तो arterial end में होगा ना? इसके दो पार्ट हैं, conus and truncus. So पहले conus है, फिर truncus है. Together is bulbus cordis. उसके पहले है common ventricular chamber. उसके पहले है common atrial chamber और ये sinus venosus. And sinus venosus will have a tributaries which will be entering into this. So this is the tube. So it is going to form a heart. So this is how the blood is going to flow from the arterial end to venous end to arterial end. और फिर ये पूरी बॉडी में fetus के arterial end से जाना चाहिए. Is that okay? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Vidit Chauhan. Vidit Chauhan, are you there? Vidit Chauhan absent है? So Vidit Chauhan is absent. Okay. और विकास मीना भी absent है. Okay. फिर और कौन? So Vipul. Vipul is also absent. Okay. Srugvi. I think I pronounced her name correctly. Srugvi, are you there? Srugvi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, is it all right so far? What we have talked about parts of the heart tube.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me? If the yellow part is the arterial part and the blue is the venous end, so what will be the two parts of the heart tube? Or what are the various parts of the heart tube?
So we have the
See, I think it is easy to remember how the blood is going to flow from the heart. See, first of all, the blood is going to come into the heart. So, into which area the heart blood will come into? That is the atria. So, blood through so this will be the atrial end or the atrial end, not the arterial end. Atrial end or the venous end is the same. The blood is going to come into the atria, and before that we have the chamber area which is called as the sinus venosus. So sinus venosus, then we have the common atrial chamber which is going to further divide into right and left atria. And so this is the atrial part, and then from the atria, where does the blood flow into? Which cavity?
So ventricles.
So this will be the ventricles, and this will be the outflow part of the ventricle, which will be called as the bulbus cordis.
Bulbus cordis.
Part of it, proximal part and distal part. Proximal part is the conus, and the distal part is the truncus arteriosus. Is that okay? All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what happens is there is a balloon right in front of this. There is a balloon. There is a balloon in front of this heart tube, and this balloon is called as the pericardium. Which pericardium? We have a balloon in front of this. It's called as the serous pericardium. We have a balloon in front of this heart tube, which is called
The serous pericardium.
serous pericardium, right? Serous pericardium. So balloon is there in front of this. So balloon is in front of this tube, which is called as the serous pericardium. Now what happens? This folding happens. The balloon is here in front. The folding happens in the heart tube. Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now because of this, what has happened? This is which part of the heart tube?
So
This is a common atrial chamber in the sinus venosus. This is a ventricle, common ventricle chamber, and the bulbus cordis.
yes, sir, got it.
Okay. So this is in front, and this is
Behind.
we are watching from the side now. Yes, watching
sir.
from the. So this is in front, yellow is in front, and blue is behind, right? Is it okay? And we have a balloon in front. What is the balloon called?
Serous pericardium.
Serous pericardium. Now what happens? This balloon which is in front, into this, this folded tube is going to enter. The folded tube enters into this balloon. This balloon tube enters into this balloon. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
We have a balloon into. So we had a tube in front, tube initially, and the lower one being the venous end. It folds like this. So the venous end is behind, and the arterial end is in front, and this invaginates into a balloon. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So now because of this, what will happen? This balloon will enclose this from all around. So we'll have a layer which will be in close proximity, in intimate contact with this, and this will turn up on itself and go out like this. And this is how we have the two layers of serous pericardium being formed. That is the visceral layer and the parietal layer. So we'll have a visceral layer and the parietal layer. And with this also you can understand that the venous, this tube is going to form the atria, and this is going to form the ventricle. And which are the major tubes arising from the ventricle?
So the truncus arteriosus.
The aorta and the pulmonary trunk, no? The two
Yes,
tubes arising from the ventricles, right ventricle से निकलता है हमारा pulmonary trunk, and left ventricle से निकलता है aorta. Is it okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
this tube, this part of the bulbous cordis and the truncus arteriosus part, which is this over here, will divide into pulmonary trunk and the
Aorta.
aorta, right? So ये भी ventricle भी दो part में divide हो जाएगा, एक right ventricle, एक left ventricle. So right ventricle will continue into the pulmonary trunk, and left ventricle will continue into the aorta.
Aorta.
Similarly, the atria will divide by septum into right atrium and left atrium. So that is about the. Now let us quickly see a video here and try to understand this. Now this is a picture of. Okay, before that, with that background, let's try to understand this over here. Now this is a picture which shows to you the view of heart as seen from the front. This is a heart as seen from the front, in which you can see this. Okay, before that, I think we should see. We should see a video here. Okay, let's not waste time in that. Okay, so this is what is the heart as seen from front. This is called some border. Which border will you call this?
Sir, the right border.
So this is the right border. Very good. So this will be which border?
Left border.
Left border, and this is called as the inferior border. And over here, see, this is the right atrium, which you can see on the right side, and we have an extension from the right. There's a pouch kind of a projecting forwards and medially, anterior medially. That outpouching from this is the right atrium, and this outpouching is called as the right auricle, which is also called as the right atrial appendage. And this is the right ventricle. So we have a tube arising from the right ventricle. It's going to go up like this. No, ये कौन सा tube होगा?
Sir,
क्या हो सकता है? Pulmonary trunk. Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So pulmonary trunk then is divided into left pulmonary artery and the right pulmonary artery over here, and this is going to enter the lung. These are the pulmonary arteries, right? And over here we can see the left ventricle, and left ventricle से फिर ये निकलती हुई ट्यूब है जो ऐसे जा रही है, बड़ी सी ट्यूब, और ये पीछे को जा रही है, and this is the aorta from arising from the left ventricle. Okay. अच्छा, pulmonary vein किस कौन बोल रहा है? Somebody saying pulmonary vein. Who is that? Pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein तो हमारा, okay, अभी ये वाली picture देखते हैं. Then let's see two of these pictures, in which you see right atriums, two views of the heart, one seen from the front and one seen from behind and below. So we have this heart which is having the right border, the inferior border, and the left border. And what we see here, this is the aorta arising from the left ventricle, और ये right ventricle से निकलता है हमारा pulmonary artery. Okay, the pulmonary artery, pulmonary trunk है जो कि दो में divide हो रही है. And this is the superior vena cava which is going to open into the right atrium. And this is what I was talking about, the appendage or extension of the right atrium, which is called as the right atrial appendage or the right auricle. Okay, now this is the view of the heart, and this is the heart which is seen from behind. ये वाला view behind का है, ये नीचे वाला है. So अगर इसके हम देखें surface बिल्कुल bottom में, that is called as the inferior surface of the heart. And inferior surface of the heart is going to be resting on the diaphragm. So let me quickly show you. This video will be shown to you in your demonstration also, but let me try to show you this video first too, so that you get oriented where the heart lies.
So you can see the mediastinum and the lungs. So we just removing the lungs first, forcing.
So what you can see is that this is where we have already dissected the structures of the root of the lung, and we're trying to take it out, and we are trying to eject it out from the thoracic cavity, trying to pull out the apex, which is stuck behind the clavicle, because part of the apex of which is the apex which is projecting into the neck, So it is being delivered out. These structures have already been cut, which we already shown to you the same body. And we can see this over here. This is a middle mediastinum. So this is where the heart lies. And this is one nerve which is sticking onto this surface. And this is one nerve coming from here above the neck from C3, C4, C5 segment. And it's going down to the diaphragm. And this is the phrenic nerve. And it is in front of the structures of the root of the lung or the hilum of the lung. And so you can see this is the right view of the middle mediastinum. So you can see this is the cava vena cava. This will be the beside here will be the. This is all heart and the thick covering, and you can see this here the structures, the posterior intercostal nerves and vessels, and the thick structure which you see over here, that is the fibrous pericardium. We'll talk to you about fibrous pericardium is in a while. Okay, before we talk about this, let us quickly see this. Let me tell you again this. Okay, this is what we were talking about. Again, keeping back to this. Okay, let us see this again. Venous end and मैं कभी ये बात करते हैं आपसे. This is the arterial end. This is the venous end. So we have talked about it folding up like this. So that is the reason why atria are behind and below, and the ventricles are in front and above. 8 ventricles are in front. And now we have talked about this invaginating into a balloon, that is a serous pericardium. This whole balloon into which this tube has, which the folded tube has invaginated, along with the tubes. If you put it into a bigger bag, so we had a tube, which we had folded, which we had invaginated into a balloon, and all of this system is put into a bag, this bag, outside bag. This outside bag is the fibrous pericardium. This thick fibrous bag, which is outside, that is the fibrous pericardium. So fibrous pericardium, as you can understand, we'll discuss about its extension, will be merging with these root of the great vessels above, and how it is going to come down. And let's go back to the same picture again, video which we are watching. Okay, so as you can see in this video, you can see this. You can see this thick covering which you see is the fibrous pericardium. Let's see it forward. So this is what fibrous. We are trying to remove the left lung also, and similar structures will be seen on the left side as well. That is what we can think. This string is the phrenic nerve going down to supply the diaphragm. So these two nerves, that is the phrenic nerves, are sticking onto the fibrous pericardium on either side. So there are two pericardium. One is the fibrous pericardium, thick, and the other one is the thinner serous pericardium. And serous pericardium, which we talked about how it is like a balloon, and how the balloon is being invaginated in the heart. Okay, so this is a serous pericardium. We are going to look through the left side of the mediastinum, and you can see this is the esophagus, and behind that is the aorta. So this is how this aorta is arching, coming down, and this is the aorta. This is a descending thoracic aorta. And one thing which is very interesting, which you should, this is the Dr. Devendra tried to show you the vagal trunks, the antevagal trunk. So this is how the vagus is going to, we have a right vagus and the left vagus, how they form the two vagal trunks, antevagal trunk and the posterior vagal trunk. Posterior vagal trunk is most of the right vagus, and the antevagal trunk, which is most of the left vagus. And one thing very interesting over here, if you can appreciate here, that this is the arch of aorta, and this is that arch of aorta. Which side is this? Which side is this?
So the arch of aorta curves towards the left side.
Okay. Which side?
So the left side.
So this is the left side. So we can see a nerve coming out from here. And this nerve is, what is this nerve? Which is this nerve?
Sir, I'm not sure.
Uh,
So the left recurrent laryngeal.
This is the vagus nerve, and it's a branch which is going to go up, and that will be the that will be the
left recurrent laryngeal.
yeah, that will be which is not seen here, but we can see the vagus nerve. It's the arch. It goes. That is why we have talked about the left recurrent nerve is the neck content of the mediastinum, whereas the right one is not, because right one ascends up and it goes beneath the subclavian, right subclavian artery, whereas the left one descends down and it has to go below the arch of aorta to go up into the larynx. Okay, anyway, so आगे देखते हैं इसको. So this is what we can see, the right vagus nerve, left vagus nerve, and this branch will go up as the recurrent laryngeal nerve, which can't be seen in this diagram, this video at the moment, this view. All right, so we can see the cranium now going to supply the diaphragm, which is below, and this is that fibrous pericardium which we're talking about, the bag into which the serous pericardium and the folded heart tube has invaginated. So जो heart है हमारा heart tube से बन रहा है, so which gives you a concept about which cavity is going to lie where, and we are going to cut open through this thick fibrous pericardium. So you can easily make out how thick this is, whereas the glistening white, what you see is the pericardium, the serous pericardium. So we'll have the serous pericardium, which will be the visceral layer, and which is going to become the parietal layer over here. And this is how it is showing you how the pericardium, fibrous pericardium, is going to go up and merge into great vessels. And we can see the borders of the heart. This is how the heart is placed anatomically in the, and this part in the thoracic cavity. And this is the apex of the heart. And this is what we are talking about, the inferior border of the heart, the right border. Now this is the apex of the heart, and this is continuing as the left border of the heart. And this is what is called, ये कौन सा surface होना चाहिए? This is the, which surface should this be? Let me put it back. कौन बता सकता है? हाँ, ये कौन सा surface हो सकता है?
So the inferior surface.
This is that inferior surface, and ये जो दिख रहा है, this is the diaphragm. So this is the diaphragm on which it is resting. So which is why, and this fibrous pericardium, as you can make out, you can see the lot of fibers there, making the inferior surface, or this is what is called as the inferior surface. And because it is in contact with the diaphragm, it is also called as the diaphragmatic surface. Which surface? Diaphragmatic surface. Okay. So, and so over here, what is being shown to you, this is the right border of the heart. ये हमारा दिख रहा है, ये जो हमारा cavity है, ये हमारा right atrium यहाँ पर है, and this is the right atrium, and right atrium में open कर रहा है tube, एक ऊपर से आ रहा है, that is the superior vena cava. या नीचे से दिख नहीं रहा है tube, which is going to be piercing the diaphragm and going to come from below, that is called as the inferior vena cava. So right atrium, right ventricle, the left ventricle. So this all is a sternocostal surface. So we'll talk about the surfaces, and now this has been closed. So that is how we have the what we call as the various surfaces and borders. Now let's go back to these pictures again. So okay, right. So this is the right part of the heart. So right part of the heart. So heart lies in the middle mediastinum, enclosed within the enclosed within the, or imagine it into the serous pericardium, enclosed within the fibrous pericardium. So fibrous pericardium is, as you could see, make out, the heart is more like a cone of a pyramid, cone or a pyramid. So cone is, or the apex of the pyramid is directed forwards and downwards and laterally, whereas the base, where should the base be? Base of the heart.
Sir, backwards.
So ये diagram देखें, ये वाला diagram. So this was the apex of the heart. So where should be the base? See, base is usually opposite to the apex. So if this is apex, so base should be somewhere behind. So ये वाला जो photo है, इसमें हम देख सकते हैं, this is the posterior aspect of the heart. This is the posterior aspect, the posterior surface of the heart, and this is the diaphragmatic surface which we are watching. So this is a postero-inferior view of the heart. So इधर कहीं हम सोच सकते हैं हम नीचे से देख रहे हैं, ये इसका पीछे की side है. So this is the diaphragmatic surface, or this is the posterior surface of the heart, and which is also called as the base of the heart. So base of the heart is the posterior surface of the heart because it lies opposite to the apex. Diagonally opposite to the apex is the base. Okay. So coming back to this, so it has a, so first let's quickly talk about the pericardium, then we'll talk to the surface and borders. So pericardium हमारे पास है, so superiorly pericardium, the fibrous pericardium जो अभी देखा thick वाला, it goes up and merges with the root of these great vessels. That is the, what is this? Is the aorta, and this is the, what is this? Pulmonary trunk. Pulmonary trunk, very good. And also there is a fascia which is coming from above, and that is enclosing the thyroid gland, which is there in the neck, and that fascia is called as a pretracheal fascia. So that pretracheal fascia also extends down into the root of the great vessel. So that is where we see that pretracheal fascia and this fibrous pericardium are maybe in contact with each other, because pretracheal fascia goes all the way down to the arch of aorta. So this bag, fibrous pericardium, is going to enclose all of this, and enclose all of this, and above it is going to be merging with the root of the great vessels, as we saw in that video also, that it was, we could not go beyond upper limit. And inferiorly, it, as we saw, it is sticking on to the that middle part of the diaphragm, which is called as the central tendon of diaphragm, and or the, so below this inferior aspect of the heart will be lying the liver, and little to the left side will have the fundus of the stomach part over here, little to the left side. But most of it is above the liver, between, I mean, of course, below the diaphragm. So let's come to the serous pericardium. Now, in the serous pericardium, will be shown to you in how the serous pericardium is reflected. So serous pericardium is reflected like this all over this. So as it comes over here, the serous pericardium is going to reflect back over the back of the left atrium. And how it is going to be done, it will be discussed with you in the demonstration. So I'm leaving the serous pericardium for a while. And let me talk about the boundaries and surfaces of the heart only now. And we'll talk about the serous pericardium in the demonstration with the table teachers. Hope that makes it clearer. So serous pericardium is a thin layer, like just like the lung, we have the visceral layer and the parietal layer. So is the case with the heart as well, the visceral layer and the parietal layer. And it has some recesses. So these recesses we are going to discuss in the demonstration. So we have a recess behind the left atrium, which is called as the oblique sinus. So discuss about what oblique sinus is. And just like the pleural cavity, we also have the pericardial cavity. So pericardial cavity will be the cavity within the serous pericardium. So, so coming to talk about the surfaces now. Now the surface of the heart, as we discussed, we have an anterior surface, right? And how many surfaces have we talked about so far? कोई बता सकते हैं? जल्दी से quickly.
So the sternocostal surface, the posterior surface, and
Wait, एक-एक करके बताओ. Okay, sternocostal surface पहले देख लेते हैं. So पहले borders देख लेते हैं, then between the borders will be the surfaces, right? So कौन-कौन से border? एक हमारे पास है right border. So right
Yes.
border is formed by the superior vena cava, a line joining the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Means where the superior vena cava enters the heart in the right atrium, or where the inferior vena cava enters the heart in the right atrium. So if we join the two lines, we get the right border of the heart. Is it okay? So that is the right border of the heart. So right border is this. So right border will have the right, and it is principally formed by the right atrium. Now coming to the left border. Now the left border is also called as the oblique margin, and it separates the sternocostal. So this is the right limit of the sternocostal surface, and over here is the left limit of the sternocostal surface. So left limit of the sternocostal surface is formed by the left border, which is formed by the left ventricle. This is the left ventricle, and partly above by this extension from the left atrium that is called left auricle. So this is the left auricle, which you can see here. So this is the left auricle, which is extending from backwards to forwards. So projecting it's like somebody who's sitting behind is trying to peep from the sides. This is how the left auricle looks like. So left atrium is behind, और उसी का extension है, an appendage है, which is called as the left auricle. So this is going to form the left border of the heart. Left ventricle all along, and in the upper part is the left auricle. So between the two, we'll have the surface which is called as the sternocostal surface or the anterior surface. Now it also has an upper border and the lower border. So lower border is very clear where the right border and the left border meet inferiorly. So this is called as the inferior border. So inferior border, as you can make out, will be formed by the right atrium. This is the right atrium. This is the right ventricle, and over here is the left ventricle. So over here on this surface we find some grooves. एक groove यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, एक groove यहाँ पे दिख रहा है. So this groove which you see is the groove which is called as the atrioventricular groove, because it separates the atria from the ventricle. और इसी groove को हम पीछे follow करेंगे. So this is the right border of the heart. This is the right border of the heart. So this groove अगर ये यहाँ पर है, तो ये यहाँ पर पहुँच गया पीछे. और ये ग्रुप फिर इधर भी कंटिन्यू कर रहा है on the left side. So it'll reach here. So it'll reach here. So this is the groove which I'm talking about. This groove is called atrioventricular groove because this is also called as a coronary sulcus, because it is a sulcus which is like a crown. I mean, which is like a round groove all around the heart. So which is why it is called as the groove coronary sulcus. More prominent in the posterior part over here. So this is also called as the atrioventricular groove, which is encircling the heart from the anterior aspect. Then it will be seen over here on the right side and going like this. So above this lies the atria and below this lies the ventricles. Above is the atria, below the ventricles. Now coming to the upper border. Now upper border of the heart is now this is as you can see, it is upper border of the heart anteriorly is obliterated by these two arteries, that is the pulmonary trunk or pulmonary artery arising from the right ventricle and the aorta arising from the left ventricle. So the right border is obliterated over here, but if you see posteriorly, this is the cavity of the left atrium into which the pulmonary veins are opening. See, this is the heart we are watching from behind and below. So यहाँ पीछे से जब देखेंगे तो ये aorta आगे से पीछे आ रहा है. And I need help from somebody who can help me. I need a volunteer. Any volunteer? Any volunteer for Utsav Batra? हाँ जी, उत्सव बत्रा. Utsav Batra has a problem. So Gauri, are you there? Can you unmute yourself?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So in this diagram, can you help me? Is this the lower diagram clear to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Are you? So this
Yes,
is the
sir.
diagram. It shows the posterior surface and the inferior surface also, and the right. This is the right side. This is the left side. Whereas in the upper one, this is the left side. This is the right side. So what we see here is the arch of aorta coming from front, going behind. And what are these? Can you identify these things?
So these are the pulmonary arteries, and
These
the
are the
lower
pulmonary
ones are the.
arteries. This will be the right pulmonary artery, and this will be the left pulmonary artery. Or can you put in the trachea here? Trachea दिखाई दे रहा है आपको कहीं?
Trachea.
Hmm.
So trachea lies usually like it can be seen behind the arch of aorta. Here I am not able to.
So trachea कहीं यहाँ पे होना चाहिए देखो ऐसे,
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
So कहीं यहाँ पे and then trachea का फिर एक वो भी होगा ना, एक extension यहाँ पे. So trachea will be somewhere here dividing into. So this is how this is going to go, and trachea का फिर यहाँ पे left bronchus हो जाएगा.
Yes, sir.
Something like this.
Yes, sir.
And this is how the arch of aorta will be going behind the trachea, left bronchus.
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा नीचे हो गया, यहाँ पे हमारा ये ऐसे left trachea आ गया, left bronchus आ गया. So this is how this is going to go and come on to this part. This is going to come like this. And okay, so अभी हम बात कर रहे थे so trachea. Okay, now coming to the borders of the heart. So हम borders of the heart की बात कर रहे थे. So इसमें क्या है कि जो upper border of the heart है, anteriorly as we talked about is obliterated by these great vessels, but posteriorly it is the upper limit of the left atrium. This is the left atrium into which we can see these pulmonary veins opening. Pulmonary veins open. So that is why we say the base of the heart or the posterior surface of the heart is principally formed by the left atrium, which is into which these pulmonary veins are going to go and drain. So
Yes,
this is where we have the okay. So this is the left atrium forming the posterior surface of the heart, and its upper limit is the upper border of the heart. So far we talked about the right border, inferior border, left border, and the upper border of the heart. Now let's talk about the और कोई border बचा? Border सब हो गया. Now surfaces की बात कर रहे हैं. Now surfaces, as we talked about, this is all sternocostal surface.
Yes, sir.
And this is the posterior surface.
Yes, sir.
The inferior surface. So posterior surface is formed by left atrium,
So
principally left atrium, and part of the right atrium also.
Yes.
But very little amount of right atrium. As you can see, this is right atrium. Very little amount of left atrium, because this is the vena cava draining into the inferior vena cava, superior vena cava draining into the right atrium. So this is the right atrium. So this is the posterior surface, mostly contributed by the left atrium. Little contribution from the right atrium. Whereas the anterior surface mainly contributed by the right ventricle, partly contributed by the left atrium as well as the left ventricle, and also very little amount by the left auricle.
Yes.
All right. So now coming to the inferior surface. Now this is all is the inferior surface. अभी ये क्या है? ये हमारा है सारा left ventricle. This is a groove over here separating the left ventricle from the right ventricle, which is why it is called as the interventricular groove. And we have a similar groove on the anterior surface also, which is also called as the sternocostal surface, and that is called as the anterior interventricular groove. So anterior interventricular groove is between the right ventricle and the left ventricle, whereas the inferior surface पे जो groove है, that is called as a posterior interventricular groove. This is the anterior interventricular groove, and this is called as a posterior interventricular groove, which is there actually on the inferior surface. It's separating the most of the left ventricle from less amount of right ventricle. So this is the inferior surface, as you can make out. Most is contributed by the left ventricle, less is about the right ventricle. Right ventricle. So that is the inferior surface. Now there are two more surfaces. One is called the left lateral surface. Now the left lateral surface is over here. See, left lateral surface is over here, or you can go back to the first picture also. This over here. Now left lateral surface is actually facing upwards over here.
Yes, sir.
And it consists of the whole of this obtuse border of the left ventricle, and small amount of left auricle as well. Auricle, atrium or auricle, part of the auricle, I mean atrium as well. So this whole is the left lateral surface. The left, because this is the left atrium. So this is the area which is behind the left border. Area left behind the left border, that is what is going to constitute the left lateral surface or left surface of the heart. So it is convex and it is wide above. Wider, becomes narrower towards the apex of the heart, and it is separated by the nerve. Which nerve will be over here, close to this?
So vagus.
No, vagus, the phrenic nerve. Vagus nerves will be much behind. So phrenic nerve, because this is enclosed within the serous pericardium and then the fibrous pericardium.
Yes.
So this is where it is the phrenic nerve which will be related to this, which you just saw before this.
Yes, sir.
And the other nerve, the other surface. Abhi kitni surfaces ho gaye? Can you quickly tell me?
So the posterior surface, the anterior surface, the left lateral surface, the inferior surface.
Inferior surface, okay. इतना ही है. एक और surface है जिसको हम बोलते हैं right surface. It is called as the right surface of the, and it is a rounded surface formed by the right atrial wall. Right atrial wall जो है, इस surface को again behind the which is going to be in contact with the mediastinal aspect of the right lung, covered by spur, of course, right? और यहाँ पे ग्रूव मिलता है, हमें को प्रोमिनेंट ग्रूव मिलता है जिसको हम बोलते हैं सल्कस टर्मिनालिस. क्या बोलते हैं?
Sulcus terminalis.
Sulcus terminalis. So the surface of the heart shows prominent grooves. यहाँ पे एक है sulcus terminalis जो कि हमारे को मिलता है राइट लैटरल सर्फेस पे. एक हमारे को ग्रूव यहाँ पे मिलता है एट्रियोवेंट्रिकल ग्रूव, और यहाँ पे एट्रियोवेंट्रिकल ग्रूव, और यहाँ पे इंटरवेंट्रिकल ग्रूव है which is going to be anterior surface also, and it goes behind. यहाँ से फिर नीचे पीछे आ गया, that is on the inferior surface. So these are the prominent grooves which and यहाँ पे sulcus terminalis हो गया. Sulcus terminalis, if you remember, it represents the surface counterpart of elevation which you see in the interior of the right atrium, which is called crista terminalis. Crista terminalis का नाम आपने एम्ब्रियोलॉजी में सुना होगा.
Yes.
Okay, so ये अभी आज हम इतनी बात कर रहे हैं कि बहुत टाइम हो गया. And let me quickly take you to the internal of the right atrium. Now this, what has been done in this diagram is that ये picture को ले समझते हैं कहाँ से खींचा गया. This is a picture of the heart seen from the right side. And this is the opening of the right atrium which has been cut open. ये जो flap जैसा है, this flap has been cut open and इसको हमने turn करके पीछे की तरफ कर दिया है. So which you can see through this you can see the interior of the right atrium.
Yes, sir.
And ये कौन सा cavity होगा?
So ये तो left ventricle हुआ.
हाँ, तो right atrium के नीचे होना चाहिए right ventricle, no?
Sorry, right ventricle. Sorry.
हाँ. See, if you see, when you try to understand the heart, you need to understand the flow of the blood. See, from the superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, blood will reach the right atrium. And right atrium से जाएगा right ventricle में, और फिर right ventricle से pulmonary trunk के through जाएगा lungs में. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Lungs will come back through the pulmonary veins into the left atrium. Left atrium से जाएगा फिर left ventricle में, and then it will be projected out from the aorta to the rest of the body. So that is what we should be very clear about. Anyway, so ये हमारे पास हो गया opening of the, we have made an opening in the right ventricle to see what is happening inside. तो यहाँ पर जो ये दिख रहा है, एक ये कुछ चीज दिख रही है, दिख रहा है आपको?
Yes, sir.
ये है fossa ovalis.
Yes, sir.
Fossa ovalis तो आपने सुना होगा, foramen ovale and closing of the
Yes,
foramen
sir,
ovale,
yes, sir.
septum secundum, है ना?
Yes, sir.
So ये
Yes,
कहाँ
sir.
पर होता है? ये सब कौन से कहाँ पे मिलेगा ये?
So between the two, so in the wall that joins the two atria.
Yeah, very good. So it will be found in the septum, which separates the two atria, right? Right atrium from the left atrium. So
Yes,
if
sir.
we are into the left atrium, so ये हमारा होना चाहिए, therefore the interatrial septum. So इसका मतलब इस septum के उस तरफ हमारे को मिलेगा
Left auricle.
लेफ्ट एट्रियम, है ना? ऑरिकल अभी स्कूल में पढ़ते थे, अभी आपको एट्रियम बोलना है, बिकॉज दिस इज द लेफ्ट, दिस इज द राइट एट्रियम एंड दिस इज द इंटरएट्रियल सेप्टम. सो इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरएट्रियल सेप्टम, तो उधर भी एट्रियम होना चाहिए ना, इंटरएट्रियल है, तो
Yes,
उधर
sir.
हमारे पास है लेफ्ट एट्रियम. So we find this opening, this is called as a fossa ovalis, is a depression called fossa ovalis, and इसके upper margin पे we have this, what is the margin is called as a limbus fossa ovalis. It is a limbus margin. Limbus means margin. Limbus fossa ovalis.
Yes.
And this is what is called as a crista terminalis. So crista terminalis actually separates the two surfaces of the right atrium. One from इसके जो पीछे वाला ये cavity है, that is called as a right atrium proper. और आगे वाला जो एरिया है, that is called as a right atrium, which is formed by the absorption of the veins, right? So which is a smoother part, smooth part. और ये smooth part is the posterior part, and ये हमारा crista terminalis है. और crista terminalis से ये जो हमारे ridges जैसे दिख रहे हैं, या muscular ridges, they are called musculus pectinati. What are they called?
Musculus pectinati.
हाँ. So the inferior surface, so we have this these ridges. These are directed downwards and forwards and towards the left side. I don't know whether are you able to understand this? We have made
Yes,
a
sir.
incision over here. यहाँ पे हमने काटा right atrium में, और इसको flap करके इधर कर दिया.
Yes, sir. So the musculus pectinati would be on the inner wall of the atria. Hello. Hello.
Okay, let us quickly see this. Let us see what are the various openings in the right atrium. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that we have made an opening and we have cut it over here and everted over here. So this is the inner aspect of this part of the covering, which would have been over here. So these are the musculus pectinati, which will be directed downwards and to the apex, towards the apex. And they represent the right atrial proper. And the posterior smoother part is formed by the absorption of the veins, which are opening in the right atrium. So what I was asking you, let us try to find out which are the various openings in the right atrium. क्या openings हैं? हाँ जी गौरी बता सकते हैं? What are the likely openings which you know?
Yes.
You try to fit in over there.
So the superior vena cava's opening.
We have the superior
The
vena cava.
inferior vena cava.
So superior vena cava which opens up here does not require any valve, because वैसे वो with gravity यहाँ पे आ रहा है, so it doesn't require any valve. And then we can see
Yes.
another opening here, which is the opening of the inferior vena cava. which on its medial aspect is guarded by a valve, because जब यहाँ पे pressure होगा the blood should not go back into the inferior vena cava. So which is why it is guarded by a valve on its posteromedial border. And we have another opening here.
Coronary sinus.
Yeah, we have another, which is the largest vein draining the heart. That is called coronary sinus, which we saw in the previous diagram also. ये जो दिख रहा है ये coronary sinus है यहाँ पर.
Yes, sir.
Coronary sinus is going to come from behind and drain into, open into the right. देखो inferior vena cava का opening दिख रहा है. And it's going to come from behind and open into the right atrium. And let's go back to
Yes,
the diagram here. The PT से आ रहा है और going to open up over here. So this is the opening of the right atrium, coronary sinus, which is the opening of the vein of the coronary vein, coronary sinus. और एक बड़ी सी opening दिख रही है यहाँ पे.
Yes, sir. So that would be the opening to the right ventricle.
Very good. This is a connection between the right atrium and the right ventricle. That is why it's called atrioventricular opening, and that is what is guarded by a valve. That is the tricuspid valve. Which valve? Tricuspid
Yes.
valve.
Tricuspid valve.
Tricuspid valve. Okay. ठीक है. So that is about this. The right atrium. फिर हमारे पास now, so ये हमारे पास opening है. Then we also have some small openings which are there in the anti wall of the heart, जो कि open करते हैं small veins which are called antecardiac veins or venae cordae minimi, which open up into the opening, which opens up into the anterior wall of the right atrium. So these are the openings. Sometimes a question is asked, what are the various openings of the right atrium? But this is a very important diagram. You should always try to practice this diagram to show you, showing the openings or the features of the right atrium.
Yes, sir.
This is a commonly asked question in the exam. Anyway,
So there are names for the walls of vena cava
Yeah.
and coronary sinus.
yeah,
So there are names for the walls. The walls.
Yeah, even if you forget the names, that is all right. Don't try to remember the name. But for those who are interested in knowing the names, this valve which guards the inferior vena cava, that is called as the eustachian valve, and this valve is called as the Thebesius valve, the one which guards the coronary sinus. But even if you forget these names, that is all right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, because knowing that they are valves guarding the sinus, coronary sinus, and a valve guarding the coronary sinus and valve guarding the inferior vena cava, that is more important. Anyway, so
Yes.
now one thing which is also interesting to note is that the two conducting system of the heart, which are the pacemaker of the heart, that is SA node and AV node. The SA node lies somewhere over here, which are the modified muscles of the heart, or the cardiac muscle, which lies along the upper margin of the heart somewhere over here, where the superior vena cava drains and meets the right auricle. This is where we're going to find the SA node. SA node is located over here. Whereas the AV node, that is the atrioventricular node, lies somewhere over here. See, AV node lies in a triangle which is called as a triangle of Koch. Koch, spelling is K-O-C-H. And it is bounded by, the triangle is bounded by the line which joins this, which is this valve of the,
So the inferior vena cava.
yes, valve of the inferior vena cava. So one limb of the inferior vena cava, and another is see over here we will have a septum, the septum which is called as the septum between the coronary sinus and the fossa vallis. This is the fossa vallis and this is the coronary sinus. We have a septum over here. So we have a projection from this tendon structure which projects into this, which is called as the tendon of Todaro. So let me tell you again, we have a triangle of Koch where the AV node lies, atrioventricular node lies, and it is where the bounded by the this valve. Which valve is this? Valve of the coronary sinus, valve of the IVC, and this projecting tendon, the fibrous skeleton of the heart, which is called as the tendon of Todaro. So over here we have the triangle being formed, into which lies the, I'll show you another picture which shows you, maybe not today, tomorrow, which is showing you the tendon of Togarro, where it will be projecting into this, where the triangle is completing the third boundary of the triangle of Koch, where the AV node lies. So SA node over here, and the AV node over here. And then quickly coming to the interior of the right ventricle, we'll talk about this tomorrow. How we have these various valves, and we have these muscles which are called as the papillary muscles, and similarly we have it on the left ventricle also. So I think we'll have demonstration from your table teachers, and then they can discuss with you the rest of the things, and we will do the rest of the things tomorrow. That is interior of the all the cavities, the blood supply of the heart, and also these fibrous skeleton of the heart. So we'll have a long lecture tomorrow, right? So that is it for today. Your table teachers are waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.